Hi, everybody. Welcome back to ISC West 2023. Chuck Harrell, SecurityGuideTV.com, and our sponsor, Rad Security, RadSecurity.com. Our next guest, Mr. David Antar, IPVideoCorp.com. Mr. David, welcome back, my friend.
Great to see you, Chuck. How's everything today?
It's very well.
Awesome.
And now, I never get paid to say how great your product is. That's a problem with my business model, isn't it?
It is.
I probably.
I wish we could have you
But
be a spokesperson.
It's amazing. I have one of my Airbnb. I tell people this. The solve this year was somebody was vaping. They said they weren't. Guess what? I got proof right here, and they had to pay.
That's awesome.
That's it.
That's
it
awesome.
works.
The technology always works.
Let's do a brief overview of what Halo does in general, and then we're going to talk about the new Sentry ERS lockdown emergency response system. You always have something new.
So Halo, we launched at ISC West in 2019, won Best of Show in 2019, and since then we've won 70 awards for Halo. Actually 79, let me correct myself. 79 awards so far for Halo. It's actually the #1 vaping product in the world, and we are now worldwide with the company. A lot of growth has come from it.
Excellent.
We have over 600 dealers. It does everything from vape detection, vape with THC, early warning for fire and smoke. It does all types of environmental sensors.
Yep.
It does gunshot detection, keyword detection, voice over IP, emergency lighting, occupancy sensor on it. It's an amazing product that's just selling worldwide.
It's a biological stuff. So if somebody if somebody ever accused me of catching COVID at my Airbnb, nope. Sorry. Particles say no, right?
Well, we don't pick up COVID, but we
not COVID per se, but particles.
Yeah, we do pick up particles
environment,
that kind of indicate that there could be harmful things.
Fantastic. Now, okay, let's talk about this Sentry ERS lockdown. This is the new product. I want to get that on camera because it looks really cool. Let me pick this microphone over here for you. All right. So you just follow that little monitor right there. Okay, here we go.
So Sentry ERS, we just launched at ISC West this year. We won the Judge's Choice Award, so we're really excited that this got qualified as one of the best products by the judges for ISC West. So, want to hold that? That's even better. There you go. So Sentry ERS, amazing product, similar to Halo. We use actually some of the same components of Halo. So we have the gunshot detection, keyword detection from this, panic button that can be attached to it, both hardwired and wireless. But the main purpose of Sentry ERS is to be able to have emergency communication that can be portable during an emergency. Many people know what a blue light system is. You'll find it on a college campus. And it's great if there's an emergency, you can push a button and talk to somebody. But if it's a serious emergency, like an active shooter situation, you're going to push that button and you're going to run. Same as with a fire. You're not going to stay there talking to somebody. Difference with this is you have portable communications from our mobile communications device. The other beauty of this platform is that it also has the ability to be able to have non-serious emergencies handled. As an example, a child that might have an asthma attack, you can remove the device right here, and you have the ability to be able to do telemedicine from it. Just pull right from the top over there. And now from that device, we have the ability to actually do telemedicine, communicate with hospitals or first responders from that. You'll also have the ability to be able to use this on class trips as an example. So you can remove that device, take that with you, and now have a communications device on a class trip or for a gym teacher as an example to use. One of the things that was important with this, as with Halo, we were very concerned with privacy. So one of the things that we built onto this was a camera on it, but the camera, if you see right over here, is in privacy mode until either a lockdown is initiated or the device is removed.
Right.
And then we have a 15-second pre-roll clip. So we actually know what happened before the person initiated that event. Really powerful component because schools do want privacy in the classrooms. Right. And we wanted to make sure we were able to maintain that. And you can't pull a stream from this unless one of those events triggers.
You always come up with the stopgap. And I've always thought about this kind of communication because, you know, analog phones were better in a way back in the day, right? They went down less, but now it's complicated with networks. And so here we're putting something in that's basically kind of fail-safe in a way.
It is.
In case everything else goes down. Yeah,
we tried to think of everything with it. If you remove that phone one more time, there's also another component to it. If you look over here, there's a QR code. The reason for that is if the phone's removed for an emergency and somebody else needs to communicate with first responders, they can scan that code and be in communications with first responders from the device. We tried to think of everything. We have taken what we've learned over the last 34 years and put it to use.
Now, do you have a proprietary cellular network, or how does that work?
So this works.
The emergency network.
So it can work on multiple networks. So this can work on Wi-Fi. It's a PoE device, just like Halo. So again, we use the same core components of Halo. So it's PoE device. But then we also can work off of Wi-Fi. The cellular can have a SIM card if you're going to be taking it off property.
Right.
If you're going to be only on your prem and use it for that application, then it can just work on Wi-Fi and doesn't need a SIM card. One of the concepts with this also is that by putting the SIM card in there, it can also be the fail-safe if the Wi-Fi or actual network is brought down.
Right.
We have a backup to use the device that's in there as a hotspot for the base unit.
Yeah, and that's
so
what
we
you
thought
need.
of that too.
And I always found sometimes when things go bad, texting is always up for some reason.
Yeah.
Do we have the ability to send some text on here?
We do.
Okay, good.
So in a lot of emergency situations, they can't use their voice. They don't want to bring attention to themselves if they're in a lockdown mode. So we do have a complete chat functionality on there that they can communicate what the exact emergency is without having to use their voice.
Brilliant. Show everybody the Halo device there again, so you understand. All this data, and now we're going to call it data. Because when we first started talking, it was stuff, but now it's data. Data drives everything.
Yeah.
The data collection on this stuff is beyond comprehension.
Yeah, we're capturing 1 million data points per day into Halo.
Wow.
And one interesting that we developed in our Sentry ERS is the ability to add a sensor module to Sentry ERS that gives you the same functionality of Halo in a single device.
Brilliant.
So that's going to be coming in the 3rd or 4th quarter.
Now, I walked around the show here before we opened today, and I think this does about, 14 different things or something, right?
14 sensors.
And I saw 14 different products that did one each.
Yeah.
Literally. People are copying you.
Yep. Now
here's vaping, here's this. It's all right here.
Yeah.
All right here.
Now it's really, there's no other product like Halo on the market. We've been very, very fortunate to have developed it at the right time, right place with the right technology. So 34 years of practice came into play.
One thing I got on my Airbnb with this was that people always say 2 adults and 2 kids. And all of a sudden I see this carbon monoxide go up, like off the charts. And I go, what's going on? I look at the Airbnb, there's 20 people and they're having a party.
Yeah, we have an exact example of that. We had it at a college dorm. We were testing this at a college locally, and the college thought they had no problem there. All of a sudden, we look at the data historically. 9 o'clock, all of a sudden, there was a whole bunch of vape incidents. 10 o'clock, there was vape with THC. Kids were getting high.
All right.
We also saw the carbon dioxide. We knew there was a party going on, so the carbon dioxide levels started to rise. So we knew there was a whole bunch of kids in that room. There was a whole bunch more vape incidents. By midnight, all of a sudden, the carbon dioxide started to go down. We knew the party was over.
Interesting. It's fascinating. And this really, this should be ubiquitous. Everybody should have this for every application.
Yeah.
Airbnb is kind of a thing that I tried, and it seems to be working. But certainly this is useful in houses, private sector. You're not there yet, but I think you just see this being everywhere.
It is. It is.
It's plug and play.
Yeah, there's a use case for Halo in every room of every building in the world. And one thing that we did particularly important was integrations. We made this an open platform. We have over 70 integrations to Halo.
Oh, wow.
Every video management platform, most access control platforms, building management systems, so we can actually control, reduce energy costs in a large commercial building with it. So, we tried to think of everything. And the beauty of this, everything that's integrated here, those 70 integrations, are also integrated to Sentry ERS.
You never cease to amaze me, young man.
Thank you.
Always on top of it.
Always a pleasure.
David Antar, IPVideocorp.com. Last day at ISC West, and we'll be back in right here at Security Guy TV at the Rad Security booth.
Thank you.